Every business is made up of a number of critical functions. For instance, accounting, HR, sales, marketing, IT, customer service, R&D, procurement, production, supply chain, compliance, facilities, and others. Whoever works in a particular business function will have a number of metrics and KPIs in their everyday vocabulary. For example, HR professionals will report on things like performance score of new employees, training hours per employee per year, employee turnover, FTEs per 1,000 employees, employee engagement index. The supply chain department will live and breathe metrics like order fill rate, delivery in full and on time, inventory turnover, inventory carrying costs, total transportation spend. Marketers, on the other hand, will monitor metrics like site traffic to lead ratio, cost per 1,000 exposures, click-through rate, cost per lead, revenue per marketing qualified lead, etc. In addition, like we mentioned earlier about each industry having sub-industries, in the same way, within every business function, there will be a number of different activities that take place on a day-to-day basis. For example, a marketing function will have one or more people responsible for activities such as branding, market research, product management, events, social media, e-commerce, etc. People responsible for these functions will use and report on metrics specific to that particular business activity. For example, an e-commerce team will regularly capture, monitor, and report on e-commerce specific metrics. These could be average page views, referral sources, conversion rate, cart abandonment rate, return rate, and others. So, whether your products and services impact one or more activities within a business function, or your products and services are used by multiple functions and departments, your task is to learn about the relevant metrics and KPIs used within each of those business functions. Here are a few ideas. Like with finding industry-specific metrics, a good place to start is with an internet search. For example, if you sell solutions to customer service departments, then just type customer service metrics or customer service KPIs or even customer service BI dashboards. Then browse through the results. Also search under images to see the examples of different dashboards. These examples will highlight the different metrics and KPIs that are used and monitored within those business functions on a day-to-day basis. Another good source to pick up widely used functional metrics is to read the magazines for professionals in those functions. For example, if your solutions are relevant to the people working in the HR teams, then simply search for HR magazines. Subscribe to at least one popular publication that will also be read by your target prospects. Here you will find the experts using the different metrics and KPIs that are relevant to their roles and responsibilities. Again, don't forget to follow the social media stream for your chosen magazine. Over time, this will allow you to pick up the most commonly used metrics and KPIs in those business functions. The third and most powerful source can be your existing customers. Let's say you happen to meet an existing customer, one that you have a good relationship with. During your conversations, ask about the metrics and KPIs that are relevant to their roles and responsibilities. For example, Brenda, I recently noticed a few online articles about customer lifetime value being used as a performance metric for marketing. I know this hasn't got much to do with our solutions, but what are your thoughts on that? Or, Jackie, I know we always talk about KPIs like time to market and design to cost accuracy. Besides these, what other performance metrics are important for the R&D team? When asked with good intent, these types of questions will demonstrate your desire to truly learn and understand your customer's business. Plus, it's a great way to get your customers and prospects talking. This concludes our section on functional specific KPIs. Now let's quickly look at how to develop some context around the different industry and functional KPIs that you've discovered. Here are 7 questions that can help you go beyond the acronyms. Question number 1. What is the purpose of this metric or KPI? What is it there for? Question number 2. What is the formula for calculating this KPI? Seeing the formula will tell you what data or business activity is directly impacting this KPI. Question number 3. How is the KPI expressed? Is it a dollar value, a raw number, a percentage, or a ratio? Question number 4. How often is this KPI monitored or reported? Is it weekly, monthly, quarterly, or even just yearly? Question number 5. What is the desired direction for the KPI? Does it need to be maximized or minimized? Question number 6. What is the business impact if this metric goes up or down? Impact on people, processes, time, cost, or anything else? Question number 7. What is the industry threshold or benchmark or a range for this KPI? This is so you know what good looks like. This might not be easy to find out, but if you can, it'll be gold dust. Okay, everything we've covered so far looks at developing the understanding around the industry-specific KPIs for your target market and the functional KPIs for the departments or business functions that you typically sell to. Some of this information you will know from experience already, some of the knowledge can be developed quickly using the ideas mentioned, and some of the information can be learned with conscious effort over time. From what you know so far and from some of the exercises mentioned above, what you will notice is that majority of the metrics that seem meaningful to your prospects and their businesses are actually not relevant to your products and services, and that's fine. We will talk a little later about why making an effort to learn about as many of the metrics and KPIs relevant to your target audience is still a good idea. For now, the exercise is to identify the handful of metrics that can be directly or indirectly impacted by your products and services. The longer you've sold your type of solutions, the more you will know. But in order to validate your understanding and extend your knowledge, a simple 3-step exercise can be extremely helpful. We'll call it the So What exercise.